Hi, it's MoonKrane, a little rebrand. I wanted to start it off easy with a little chatty get ready with me, and since for some reason I don't know how to start a video because I'm just so awkward, here I am taking you with me on a little coffee round first. I've been wanting to get back into YouTube for a long time. Last time you saw me, I was at a stable job with a 2-bedroom flat with a boyfriend. And now I've gone freelance, living in my little studio, and single. So life has changed a lot, and so have I. It's not really been easy, and I didn't realize just how much I've lost myself until recently. And this is where I finally get into it in the video, so I'll let myself take over and explain it all. It first started with breakdowns. I was really unhappy and I didn't know why, because I was like, everything is fine, everything is great, but it wasn't. I kept lying to myself. So obviously my experience was like, this is not fine, and I was saying to myself, no, it's fine. So there was that disconnect that made me really miserable, because obviously I was really like just self-betraying. And then I started dating, and I realized how boring I am. I mean, oh my God. I need to close that door. But yeah, I started dating and I realized how boring I am. Everybody was like, so what's your hobbies? What's your this? Like, what do you do? And I was just like, I work. I was like, I'm so career focused right now. I don't have time for anything else. It was just pure bullshit. It was just pure bullshit. I was like, oh, I'm just so career focused, and so all I do is work and watch TV. And I was just like, is that what my life has come to? That's terrible. I mean, that's what my life has come to a lot of the times in my life. Not gonna lie. But, you know, there's more to life than that. There's more to life than just surviving and just, you know, doing work and watching TV because you're too tired from doing all the work. So I was like, fuck. Should I swear? Doesn't matter. It's not like I'm gonna get monetized right now anyway. But I was like, fuck, I'm really boring. Who would want to date me? Like, I don't want to date me. They always say, like, be the person you want to date. And I was like, if somebody came to me with that kind of energy of like, yeah, I don't really do anything. I just watch TV. I don't take care of myself. I don't have any hobbies. Who would date that? Nobody. Nobody would date that. I wouldn't. So I was like, right, it's time to get my life into gear and stop being such a wuss. Make some friends. Find some hobbies. Also, yeah, get back to things that you really want to do. I keep coming back to this. I keep doing this where I want to do YouTube. I want to create a life where I'm a digital nomad, but I keep sabotaging myself and I keep pushing it away and just being like, no, but maybe this more conventional path is better and easier. Not easier, but maybe less risky, because obviously this is just like a Hail Mary, you know. It will either work out or it won't. I mean, obviously I do need to put in the fucking work this time for it to work, but you know, it's such a will it, won't it, and it feels like you don't have any control over it. But you know, like, who cares? Just keep doing what you're doing. You know, I still got my freelance stuff and I can still do that, and in the meantime I can do this. I've been trying to get back to my hobbies, my past passions. Like, I used to be an artist. I still am in some respects. But I used to be like a proper artist, and I thought when I grow up I'm gonna do art full time. And before I discovered film, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be an artist. But I could never figure out how I'm gonna do it. But then I discovered film, and I kind of just dropped it, and I have not done art properly in 6 years. I mean, I've done bits and bobs like you see on my bullet journal videos, but that's not really the same. So. But anyway, yeah, I keep coming back to this lesson in my life of life is more than just about surviving and paying the bills and just going with the motions. It's just something that keeps coming back again and again and again in different forms. I keep doing this thing where I do choose to move away from it, but then somehow in even the newness and the adventure, I end up just kind of settling and being like, right, this is the new normal now. Like with the freelance thing, I kind of settled into this new form of anxiety and how I live my life. You know, when I was doing it full time, when I was working in the service industry, when I was working at a fast food chain, it was like Groundhog Day, but that was just the reality of it. And it was really hard to break out of because you did have bills to pay and you worked so hard, and it was just this kind of weird loop that was really hard to get out of. And then I got a new job where I was able to be creative and I was able to do my thing. But again, it wasn't for me. That job was quite rigid and I was gone most of the day. I had no time to have friends. I had no time to do anything I wanted. And I was just like, is this all it is? Is there all there is to life? Just that? And I didn't like that very much. So I was like, no, let's do something I want to do. Let's change it up. And I did. And I went freelance, which was terrifying. I had so many breakdowns of like, what have I done? I just got rid of a steady income. Okay. Might be a slightly different angle because my camera just turned off for no reason. But it's fine. No bother at all. So yeah, I was just doing things that were not... So now after all these months of work, I don't really have anything that I'm really proud of. And I don't feel like I've got much to show for what I've done. But I have done a lot of things and a lot of different things. But I want to do more things that fill my soul and not searching so much for validation outside of myself. Because everything I do right now is kind of like, do you like it? Do you want to hire me? And I keep waiting for people to approve of me. Which, yes, you do need that to get work. But it's like there's so little faith in myself that I just outsource it to other people. And, you know, it's not gonna bring me happiness. I can't live like that all the time. That's another lesson that keeps coming back is you can't keep waiting for other people to tell you it's okay to live your life the way you want to live your life. Like, what's the point of living life that way? Honestly, like, it's so short. We take it so seriously. And then, like, yeah, I take it very seriously. I'm not saying, hey, let's just pretend that everything is fucking dandy and so easy and la-di-da-di-da. But honestly, like, sometimes I have those moments where I realize, like, what is all this fighting for? Like, what is all this surviving for? And it's, you know, what's it for? Like, if you're gonna suffer and make yourself miserable, like, what? Why? I mean, obviously, like, there's things like family and obligation and, like, not everybody can have the situation I have where I'm, like, quite free and can easily shift because I don't have that many obligations. I just have a flat that I need to pay for and take care of myself, and that's it. And that is as free as I will ever be. And it's still hard to shift because, yeah, those bills need to get paid. I need to figure out how to do that. I can't just, like, pick up and go. But, that being said, what are we doing this for? We get stuck into those, like, tunnels. And we get, like, this fucking tunnel vision of work. We need to make money. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to apply for these jobs. I need to get these kind of jobs. And if I don't have that on my resume, then that means I'm not done anything. If I don't have this university on my, you know. And it's just like, but why? I don't have the answer for you, by the way, because I'm still kind of figuring it out. But yeah, it's like I keep trying to get out of that race and just be more mindful of, like, what do I actually want to do? Why am I in this situation? And how do I want my life to look like? And if I know what I want my life to look like, why am I not doing it? Oh, that's deep, isn't it? It's so deep. But no, I do think that, like, and it's not easy. It's hard to stay in that mentality because you have obligations to other people, you have relationships with other people, you have heartbreak. You know, there's just so many aspects of it that make it harder. You get stuck into those things. Like, you have all this shit from, like, your childhood that keeps creeping up in your adult life, and you're like, wait, where is this? Like, is this me, or what is this? Yeah, it's hard because we're programmed. There's so much programming in humans. We're just creatures of habit. But that habit is our subconscious and our programming, and it's hard to break out of it. It's a conscious effort all the time, and not just in picking not surviving as a life thing. No, as in not choosing your life to just be about surviving. It's about everything. The fucking monkey brain going, all of this, like, conditioning about how you are in relationships, conditioning how you are with people, conditioning how you think of yourself, conditioning how you fucking walk. Everybody walks differently. Have you noticed that? Like, sometimes I'll look at people, especially guys, they walk with their feet outside, and I'm like, how do you walk like that? But that's how they learn to walk. Think about it. If you're gonna change how you walk, it's hard. You need to think about it. You need to make a conscious effort to walk differently every time you walk. And sometimes you're not going to feel like it. Sometimes you're going to be like, fuck it. I just don't have the energy. I cannot put any more effort into this. So I'm just going to walk how I always walk because I'm just going to fucking chill out. But if you want to make that new walk your regular walk, you got to fucking keep at it. And that's fucking hard. Because you can't just think about your walking all the time. There's other things in life. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have time to be thinking about how I walk 24/7 to change it. Because other things come up. Life comes up. Life always will come up. I'm really proud of myself with this analogy, not gonna lie. But it is like that. Like, just simplify it. I keep beating myself up for not showing to situations differently, even though I know I should be doing that. Even though I know that this is something I want to change, and I know it will be better if I do that. But I'm trying to fight years and years of conditioning of how I was in those situations all of my life, and how my subconscious responded to those situations for all of my life. It's not as easy as being like, oh yeah, let's just change this one behavior, just don't do it. I mean, now you have the awareness, so why don't you do it? And I'm talking about all this because I am really passionate about that, because it's something that keeps coming back to my life again and again and again. And there's only so many times you can ignore that. Well, no, you can ignore it all you want. You can ignore it all your life. And I keep doing that too. I keep waking up and then suddenly just going back asleep. Like, what the hell? You're almost like sleepwalking through life. And even when you woke up, you still have to wake up again. Like, I had that recently where I had hit rock bottom about 10,000 times in the span of 3 months. Amber Ray, in her book Wonder Over Worry, which you should read because it's fucking amazing. Yeah, she talks about sledgehammer moments. She needed a sledgehammer moment to wake her up out of that sleepwalking. And I wrote to her, thank you so much. I had I needed 3 sledgehammer moments to get to it. But I think I finally got it. And thank you for your book, la-di-da-di-da. And at that time, that's what I thought. That, yes, I had a couple of sledgehammer moments, but I finally figured out what was wrong. And I've hit my rock bottom, and now I can climb my way out. And so I did. I started climbing my way out, and everything is falling. This is okay. I need to just organize. But, okay, so I had those sledgehammer moments. I had those moments where I was, literally on the floor of my shower crying and not even knowing what. There was so much pain, and I didn't even know where it was coming from. But I was so miserable. And I would still, not be able to figure out what is happening. What's causing it? I'm so fine. What is happening? Why am I so miserable? Newsflash, self-betrayal will do that to you. So I hit my first proper rock bottom. I climbed my way out. And I'm thinking, everything is going great. I'm going on a path of healing. I am on my path. Everything will be all right now, because now I know. And I felt it, and I know the way out. Fuck I do. So, not too long later, suddenly I find myself at the rock bottom again. It was kind of like a slap in the face. But it took me back down to the bottom, and I was like, okay, this is a new low. This is a completely different experience, but also same. Fuck. I thought we've been through this. But okay, let's do it again. So I go through it. I climb my way out, and I'm like, right, everything is gonna be fine. I've got this. Newsflash, I didn't got it. I did not have it. I did not fucking have it at all. After my second rock bottom, I was in more denial than I've been before. Because you think you're so enlightened. Well, you're not so enlightened, but you think you've got this, you think you've got to figure out, and like you've got this under control. You don't. So then, lo and behold, comes the third rock bottom, and that one just took me way low. It's it was like there's a two-way mirror, and behind it is the reality, and all you see is your reflection and what you want to see, and then it shatters, and then you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's not just gonna go away because you want it to. It's gonna keep coming back at you. Where I'm going with this is there may be a shitload of rock bottoms on your way to climbing out of that rock bottom. It's like you're climbing, everything's fine, and suddenly like you slip up, or you come out and suddenly you don't realize there was like leaf foliage over one of them, and it turns out that it's like the deepest one, and you're like, fuck, I thought I had it. But it's fine, because each one of them has taught you something. So that's basically what I've been up to. And yeah, I'm gonna try and shift from survival to living, because surviving is no way to live. It has a time and a place for it, obviously. Sometimes that's all you can do. All you can do is fucking survive. All you can do is take it from moment to moment and figure out how the fuck you're gonna get to that next day, to that next minute, to that next hour, to that fucking next breath. But once you do, there is more on the other side. And I am done not going to that side. I'm going to double down on that analogy of walking. Just because you decide that you want to walk differently doesn't mean it's just going to happen overnight, and that every time you walk, you're going to be able to do that walk. Sometimes you're going to be like so fucking on it, and you're going to walk the way you want to walk. But then you're going to get into a conversation, then you're going to see a friend, then you're going to have a phone call, then you're going to, I don't know, what do people do? Like, you're just going to, things are going to get in a way that will make you forget that you want to walk a specific way. And when you're fucking busy, your brain is just going to take over and be like, let me take over for you, and let me walk the way I used to walk. You know, eventually, the hope is that your new walk will become your regular walk. But it's a fucking process. So, yeah. I mean, I'm saying it you, but I'm mostly giving myself a pep talk because I need it. I never know how to end videos. I feel like this one has been like a really good chat. I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I just don't. You know what? I'm gonna see you in the next one, because I'm fucking committing again. And I know I said it last time. I did. But it's fine. I'm a bit of a different person than I was then. It's still the same. Slightly bit different. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye!